Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. My name's Mark Gallagher, and if you're watching this video then you've probably seen at least one of my collaboration videos in the past. What initially started out as just sort of like a little cross-promotional tool back in 2019 in January has kind of grown into this thing which I'm quite known for now in the uke circle. Every Saturday for about a year and a half I've committed to putting out new collaboration videos, pandemic be damned. In the absence of doing stuff in person, I've been able to sort of arrange virtual collaborations through recording parts and send them over and all sorts of fun hassle like that. However, I'm so glad and so proud that I've earned a reputation for these collaboration videos, and today I wanted to rank my top 10 favourite. Coming in at number 10 is my cover of New York by the Milk Carton Kids with Alex Betts from Southern Ukulele Store. I've met Alex Betts twice, both in Bournemouth at the Southern Ukulele Store in June 2019 and also in March this year before shit hit the fan. During my last visit he saw me this uke and it is gorgeous. One of the things that Alex and I spoke about was our mutual love of the band The Milk Carton Kids. I especially got into them this year. Alex had cited them as the best gig he's ever seen. And during the course of this year, with lockdown and people staying at home and doing things via Zoom and via other means, we ended up sort of piecing this song together. Alex did his part first, sent it over to me, and I spent a lot of time like really studying various live versions of this song to see like what they did with some of the intricate guitar work and like some of the lower harmonies. But despite the limitations of the uke compared to guitar in terms of like range and stuff, I'm quite pleased with how the things all mesh together. I had a bit of an imposter syndrome with this video. When I released it, when it went live, I wasn't in the best place mentally. I was feeling really down and really degraded or self-depreciating, and I remember seeing all the comments and the love that this got and people saying it was one of the best ones I'd done, and I remember just thinking like, me? This? Really? No. But I'm really glad that people see the beauty of this cover, even though sometimes when I watch it, it just reminds me of how I felt when it went live. But still, Alex is fantastic, and you really should check out his Ukes with Alex channel and Facebook page, or also his own music at Alex Betts Music. Coming in at number 9 is my cover of Easy Lover with Gabrielle Hyde. Gabrielle Hyde sadly only came for like a cup of coffee in Manchester. She's all the way from Australia and she moved to Manchester briefly and then the world kind of caught fire. But before the whole pandemic thing, Gabrielle and I met up at her apartment and we were just jamming a couple of songs out, and then she brought up Easy Lover and we kind of just bounced ideas off each other before finally committing it to tape. Firstly, her guitar sounds fantastic. Secondly, I just love the groove that we have and the way we're bouncing off each other. It's something I really miss about in-person collaborations now, and you guys absolutely loved it. Maybe I should cover Phil Collins more on this channel. Maybe. Coming in at number 8 is my cover of This Is the Life by Amy McDonald with Julia Traser. What's interesting from this year is that I've done collaboration videos with people who I haven't actually met yet. Julia Traser is from Italy but living now in Brighton. Our first point of contact were through Instagram Messenger when she messaged me about my album Songs from Happy Winter, the cover of which is in Livigno, her hometown. That bit of oh my god isn't it a small world aside, we were able to piece this cover together and I was so happy with how it turned out. I remember how excited I felt when she sent her part over to me and I just listened to her voice and I was like, Jesus Christ, she's fantastic.
So come Mr. Rock and Roll, he's dancing on his own again, talking on his phone again to someone. I
sincerely hope that in 2021 we can actually meet in person and jam and just see each other. That'd be amazing. Also, bonus, this got a seal of approval from Amy McDonald herself. Look, she commented lovely and everything. Maybe I should try and get a collab with Amy McDonald next year. What are my odds? Coming in at number 7 is my duet of Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne with Emma. I've known Emma for a few years on the Manchester open mic circuit, but in the last year or two she really came into her own, and also she's one of my favourite people on YouTube right now. With both her channels Hi It's Emma and Hi It's Emma Music, she does really great content, be it either like the essay videos that she does or also like her covers that are just fantastic. I'd highly recommend you giving her a subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. In addition, this is one of those virtual collaborations when they were very much in their infancy, and I remember how excited I was, like again, at hearing her voice and just hearing how fantastic she was. I'm really hoping the next year we'll be able to kind of reunite on the open mic circuit. Who knows, maybe we'll recreate that cover like on stage or something. Up next is number 6 and it's my cover of Crocodile Rock by Elton John with Amelia Coburn. Ever since seeing her breakout performance at Grand Northern Ukulele Festival in 2017, Amelia Coburn's like been one of those want to watch people, and I'm so glad that I managed to kind of partner up with her for this one. I was hoping to like make something happen in person at a festival at some point. Like, our paths have crossed numerous times at various festivals before the world shut down. But this video is also proof that just, you know, using an iPhone, you can still create magic. What I also enjoy about these videos is that I like to sort of play into my partner's strengths, and I don't mind, you know, helping them shine at my own expense. This year I've learned a lot of songs, Crocodile Rock being one of them, and I'm glad I've added it to my repertoire, and it's just fun. Amelia Coburn continues to be fantastic, and now that she's finished uni, I'm really excited to see what music has in store for her, because she's so good. Up next is number 5, and it's my cover of I Heard the Voice of a Pork Chop with Phil Doleman. This one's just mental. So I've known Phil Doleman for about 6 years or so, and I've seen him countless times at various ukulele festivals in various guises too. This song is a constant, and it's constantly bonkers. I remember once suggesting to him a couple of years ago, oh, maybe I could do it with you on that song, and he was just kind of like, yeah, of course you will. But that finger-picking riff, oh my god, it is so difficult, it's so bloody fast as well. And yeah, I cocked it up, but it was fucking hilarious. I mean, it's Phil Doleman, it's not like I'm going to exactly keep up with him. I mean, I could try, but it didn't quite work. Also, Phil Doleman is just such a sweet guy. He's been really good to me over the years with his various bits of wisdom and advice, and is someone I'm very glad to have kind of shared that with in a musical sense. Currently at number 4 is my cover of Complicated by Avril Lavigne with Sam Lyon. Sam Lyon is one of my favourite people. She is my best friend, and she's had such a shitty year. In addition to the pandemic and the loss of work, Sam also lost her father this year, and that really shook her. Sam has been completely out of music for the majority of this year for completely understandable reasons. But one thing I take solace in is that one of the last things that we did before the world shut down was this cover. Sam and I were approached by some friends of mine, the Mersey Bells, as doing a gig sort of under the Mersey Bells banner, and we did a few videos sort of like as an audition tape to see what we'd be like in the roles. Needless to say, we passed the audition. I was really excited for the gigs that we would have done as the Mersey Bells under their banner using their repertoire. I was really looking forward to it. Fingers crossed next year or the year after we'll have something else in store. But for Sam, my best friend of the last 5 years, it's been such a shitty year, and I'm really glad that we got to share this and have this cover, and fingers crossed the future and music brings forth a lot better things for her in 2021. Coming in at number 3 is my cover of True Colours by Cyndi Lauper with Charlotte Pelgen. Charlotte is one of my favourite people. She's one of the most talented women I know. It was our duet of The Lady is a Tramp back in 2019 that really started putting my collabs on the map and making these like a thing. Our duet of Falling Slowly from Once this time last year is still one of my favourite videos ever. So it only made sense for when I started revisiting collaborations for the pandemic era, Charlotte was one of the first people I contacted. And I'm not sure what else to say. She's incredible, her voice is incredible. If I want to get 100 likes on a video, I just need to sprinkle some Charlotte on it because she's just that good.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged, oh I realize.
I was meant to see Charlotte in Germany back in April, not even for like a gig or anything, it was just sort of a holiday just to visit. Sadly, that fell through, and she's someone I greatly miss, and I can only hope that I'll get to see her some point next year. Coming in at number 2 is my duet of You Rascal You with Christopher Davis-Shannon. If you're a ukulele player and you have Instagram, then you've probably come across his account at Banjolately Tin Man. Christopher Davis-Shannon does a lot of like old jazz and swing music in a similar vein to Charlotte Pelgen, but just he's a bloke. And I followed him for his covers and lessons and stuff for the last like couple of years, and I was really excited to hopefully see him at Grand Northern Ukulele Festival this year. Sadly, the world got shut down, pandemic, etc. Festivals cancelled. But God, I was so hoping to do a collab with him. Eventually we did. I had sent my part over to him initially about like April time, but he was held up with various delays. Finally, he managed to get back to me around about October, I think, and then we put up this little video of him on double bass, and God, he's just so good. As I mentioned before, I like playing into my partner's strengths. I like learning new material from this, and I've done such a thing through him, and I've sort of stepped out of my comfort zone through doing duets with him and various other people in the uke world. This year he's also been a great mentor to me. I've started getting into teaching, and Christopher's been teaching for yonks, so he's parted some great wisdom for me as I'm trying to still figure out my way on how to, like, you know, do the whole teaching thing as a musician who can't play music. So yeah, Christopher Davis-Shannon, fantastic. Make sure you give him all the support you can. And at number 1, Orange Coloured Sky with Abe Lagrimas Jr. Because holy shit, a Hawaiian festival headliner is duetting with me in my little bedroom in Nantwich while he's over in LA. Like, how? How does that even happen? Abe and I met a couple of years ago at Berlin Ukulele Festival 2018. When we were chatting, I learned that I had his book and I had no idea. So it was really cool that I got to meet the author in that way. And I'm just so stoked that he got back to me and actually got involved with this project. As I said before, I love the fact that I'm learning new material. I love the fact that I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and I love to play into my partner's strengths. But this video is great because it's a headline caliber guy like Abe, and I'm next to him and I'm holding my own. Obviously, he's outshining me in every conceivable manner because he's great. Colored sky. But like, I wasn't a slouch, I don't think. I think that it still stands up even if I play that song as a solo, which I do. I love that video because it's a badge to me of like how far I've come over the last 10 years or so of playing ukulele. I remember when I first got into the uke festival circuit in 2016, and I was really hung up on respect and earning the respect of my peers and being seen as, well, being valued, I guess, and being wanted and people wanting to hear my music. I was so caught up with like wanting to be taken seriously, and again just earning the respect of my peers, the people I was sharing the stage with, and my audience. And on videos like this where I'm duetting with a festival headline caliber artist in Abe and I'm holding my own and I'm not being that shit, it's really gratifying. I feel like I have earned the respect of my peers. And that's it. Those are my 10 favourite collaboration videos of 2020. It's been such a shit year, but I'm really glad that I managed to have a connection with you guys through these videos. Whether you've just jumped in on the first time or whether you've been here for all year or even beyond, thank you so much. I'm really excited for what next year holds in terms of collaboration videos. Now that I'm duetting with headline acts like Abe, like Victoria Vox, like Andrew Molina as well, I don't see any reason why in 2021 I couldn't duet with Sarah and Craig or Aldrin Guerrero or Daniel Ward. Like, those aren't impossible anymore. And they were a couple of years ago. They definitely were 4 years ago. But now I feel valid. I feel not on par, but I feel worthy. And what I find most amazing is that I've sort of built a platform of sorts, and you know, hopefully that these videos have helped not just bring your eyes onto my stuff, but also bring your eyes onto the people I'm duetting with, and hopefully you've discovered some amazing musicians out of this, because God knows I have. I've done 52 of these. But enough of what I like. Let me know your favourite collaborations of 2020 down in the comments below. I'd be really excited to see what answers pop up here. Until next time, my name is Mark Gallagher. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.